Good evening, good evening. How are you all? It's great to see everyone. My name is Shayna Rawlings. For those of you who don't know me, we're going to get started in just a few seconds. Can you guys hear me? Go ahead and come off mute if you can and let me know I can be heard and seen. Can you guys hear me? Go ahead and come off mute if you can and let me know I can be heard and seen. Talking here, so let's see. Hold on one second. All right, let's try this again. Can you all hear me?
Loud and clear, loud and clear.
We can see and hear you.
Yes, we hear you. We hear you.
Yes.
We can hear you.
Just making it short. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
All right, just making sure I can be heard and seen. I appreciate it. All right, so we are going to get started. Let me share my screen. Tonight, we are talking about the power of infinite returns. And what we mean by that is the power of how much your money is going to make for you. So again, let me share my screen one moment here. And get in presentation mode. All right. So again, we're going to talk about the power of infinite returns. And that is how much money your money is going to make for you. So to give you some examples, let's talk about some big people, big rich folks who have invested some money and made great deals of money. First up, we've got Sam Walton. Sam he is the founder of, or was the founder of Walmart. He took a $25,000 investment and turned that into 205 billion. Now, in order for us to get his rate of return, we need to take that small number and put it into that big number, and that becomes 8 million%. Now, that kind of sounds like something unheard of, right? Who makes 8 million% on anything? But if you take it into, if you look at how long it took him to make that money, look, Walmart was in business for 56 years, and every year he made an annual return of 146,000% on his $25,000 initial investment. Bob Johnson, who was the founder of BET, he took $15,000, and when he sold BET, he sold it for $2 billion. That's billion with a B. Again, we're going to take that small number and put it into the bigger number, and we get his rate of return of 133%. Now, it took him, was 40 years before he sold BET, and which would make his annual return on his investment 3,000%. Again, these are big numbers, and you got to remember, most of us have our money in regular checking accounts, and we're barely getting 1% every year. But Bob got 3,000% each year for 40 years. Warren Buffett, he is the owner of Berkshire Hathaway, and he took $100,000 and turned that into $85 billion. Again, with the small number going into the big number, that is 850,000%. Like, these numbers are crazy. Like, who gets this kind of return, right? In order to know what his annual rate was, we have to take the amount of time it took him, which was 50 years, and we get 17,000%. Reed Hastings had a bigger initial investment. He took a kind of a capital raise, if you will, and turned that into 19 billion. Reed Hastings, by the way, is the founder of Netflix. So with what he had to do, he probably needed a little bit more money for that technology, needed to invest a little bit more for the technology that we now know of Netflix. And he turned that into $19 billion. And again, the small number going into the bigger number, even with his $2.5 million investment, that was still a 7,000% rate of return, which over 21 years was 362% in those 21 years, every year. So now those are huge percentages, and 9 times out of 10, that won't happen for someone like you or me. But let's take someone like Oprah Winfrey. Oprah didn't have a capital raise. She didn't have a rich uncle who left her a huge inheritance. She was an employee. She had a job before she was the woman we know her to be today. Now this is just for example purposes. She took roughly $2,000 and turned that into $3 billion. And that rate of return, again, taking the 2,000 into the 3 billion, was 1.5 million%. And she did that within 40 years. Each year, her rate of return was 37,000%. So let's take you and I and talk about what most Americans have. Most of us are not saving. If we're lucky, we've got $500 in our checking account once everyone else has been paid. So we may get 1% rate of return from Wells Fargo or the Bank of America, if that's where we have parked our money. So that's the power of investing in yourself. If you take a $149 investment, like we've made here and Make Wealth Real Financial, and you get $149 back, well, you've made a 100% rate of return on your investment. And that's if you just want to get your money back. But let's say you do a little bit in the business and you make $1,400 in a year, which is about, let's say $5 a day in a daily guarantee. And you make $1,400 in that year. Well, that's 1,000% return on your money. So guys, it doesn't take a lot in order for you to get huge numbers. So let's take this example letter C, where you invest $149 and you make $1,400 in a year. That's, let's say, $100 a month, which would be about $12,000. So that's a 10,000% return on your money. And let's say you put yourself a little further and you actually make $149,000 in business. And again, this is every year. Like who wouldn't want to make $1,400 a year? That's much better than leaving your money with Wells Fargo or Bank of America, because you're not really going to make anything. You may make, if you put $149 there and leave it, you may make $138 by the time it's over. And yes, I did say 138 because somehow they'll get you with fees and all of that. But yeah, parking your money in a bank will not yield you the type of returns you would get if you invested in yourself. So lastly here, if you take $149 and you really went all in on your business and you made over $1 million return every year forever, that's 1,000,000% return in something that you created for yourself. Now, there are a lot of people on this line with us tonight who are getting a daily guarantee every day at 5 o'clock. And I'd like to actually hear from some of them. If you are getting a daily guarantee, please raise your virtual hand so we can hear your story and how this daily guarantee has helped you. All right, Sean T. Hill, Miss Sonia Howard. I'm gonna bring you guys up, and then Sheila Rawls. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna get one more. Oh, Sheila, you're not on camera. So go ahead and there you go. All right, let's start with Sheila. And while I pull some other folks up, go ahead and unmute yourself, Sheila, and tell us what your daily guarantee is and how it has affected you and your family, how it has helped you. Are you able to unmute yourself? I'm sorry. Let's see here. Oh, one moment, guys. All right, try it now, Sheila.
Got it. There we go.
There you go.
Hello, everybody. But yes, I received the daily guarantee. I get $20 every day at 5:04 p.m. Eastern. And what I do with that extra income that I have coming in, I use that to pay down debt, such as credit cards and bills. And with me paying that down, then of course it increases my credit score. But yes, I get my $20 every day, 5:04. It comes in handy, especially with inflation.
That's awesome. So Sheila's $20 equates to $600 a month, and that's her guarantee from now until.
Yep.
That's really awesome. Really awesome. Thank you so much, Sheila. Sonia, let's go ahead with you. Tell us what your daily guarantee is and how it has helped your family.
Greetings, everyone. Yes, I am super excited because Shana, before MWR, I had no idea about a daily guarantee or getting money every day. Look, I'm a W-2 employee. I had to wait every 2 weeks to get my paycheck. But since being in this amazing company, I get $40 a day. So that's $1,200 a month. My husband gets $20 a day. So that's additional income that's coming into our household. And we're super excited because we just had like our second meeting with court. So we're getting started on our land banking and our PRA. So all that money is going to good use. And so we're super, super excited. So I'm just so very grateful for MWR Financial.
That is so awesome. So that investment that you made in yourself is definitely paying off, and it's helping you to invest more in other things like our land banking program. Is that
yes,
correct?
absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Congratulations, Sonia. That is so awesome. Thank you so much for your testimony. Now let's go to Sean T. Hill. How are you, sir?
Outstandingly blessed. I got any better, I'd be you.
Thanks. So you're getting a daily guarantee, I understand. Is that correct?
So yeah.
There it goes. $140 a day. Tell us, Sean, how that has helped you, helped your family. What has it done for you?
Oh, I mean, you know, I'm blessed to be able to say I'm an empty nester. The children are grown and gone. And so when I first saw this business, I said, listen, I get to about 140 a day, roughly. I could call in to work dead. I could send a carrier pigeon. I could fax in my resignation because my expenses would be covered. And within 90 days, my first 90 days of this business, I was able to accomplish that. And the guys convinced me to stay on. And I was like, all right, as long as we get to continue to teach virtually, I'll stay. And as fate would have it, we had to beat COVID in January of 2021. And before I could even cough the rest of the COVID out, people that never go in classrooms thought it was a great idea to send me into a room I didn't want to go into during flu season. They thought they were going to send me in there during COVID season. But because we were earning guaranteed daily, I was able to break up with them. I said, you know what? It's not even you, it's me. You stay, I'll go. And since February the 3rd, 2021, we've been retired residually.
That is amazing. There's nothing like having those freedoms, options, and choices to be able to walk away from a situation that's maybe causing you stress or whatever. And now you are free to invest, to continue to invest in yourself moving forward. So that's awesome. Thank you again so much, Sean, and congratulations on your daily guarantee. I know that's just the beginning for you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, guys. So we are going to close out with one more great point about investing. Oh, let's get this screen back up so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, can you see my screen? Thumbs up. Okay, great. All right, so you have to kind of ask yourself, I guess, would you rather leave $149 in the bank or invest it in your own business? You've heard stories from some of our members who are receiving a daily guarantee. They actually did invest in themselves and they are moving their business forward. You know, some people act as if investing is superior to business building, but business building is an investment. A 500 to 1,000 ratio, which is like 1 for 2, basically getting your money back. That's okay. Or you have 100 to 1,000 ROI. That's okay too. But a 1 to 1,000 ratio, that's just for an owner, meaning that's you spending $1 and getting 1,000 back. Only owners can control that kind of thing. Employees can't do it. Even if you invested in, say, Walmart or Netflix or Berkshire Hathaway, you would get the 100 to 1,000 ROI, which again is okay, but you don't have the control that you would with a 1 to 1,000. You can make the amount of money that you want to make, however much that is for you, whatever would make your situation better, you have the control to do that. And it doesn't happen by building someone else's business. So as we close, I do want to talk about, I hope this information was helpful for all of you. I do want to let you know that we are having a huge Super Saturday, or Saturday Social as we call them, here in Atlanta on May 21st. At 10 a.m. at the 4 Point Sheraton by the airport. I believe they call it the Airport West. We would love for all of you to come out and join us. If you are in the Atlanta area, or if you are close by and you want to drive down, you will hear from a lot of our business partners speaking about the power of MWR and all of the great things that MWR has done for them and their friends and families. So with that, I am going to bid you all good night, and I appreciate your time. Thanks for listening. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Shayna.
Good job, Shayna.
Thank you so much. Good job. And congratulations to
You
all.
awesome.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good job.
Good job.